語ができる日本へ。
Okay, so what led you to create the C-zone method?
Okay, C-zone is the word I created out of my own language concept. I consider language compared to a circle. There is a Japanese circle and English circles. And when I learned English, what I found is these two circles kind of overlaps, but it's not the same circle. You can divide the zone as A, B, C. A as in Japanese only, B where it overlaps, and C English only. And there are a lot of expressions that you really cannot translate into Japanese. You know, some Japanese expressions you cannot translate into English, and that's all about the cultural difference. You just don't have that expressions. And when you want to be a truly bilingual, you have to install that circle itself, including that C zone where English expressions, original English expressions exist where it cannot be translated into Japanese. As an example, very easy example, like I miss you. I miss you. American people say that all the time, but we're just not used to saying that in Japanese. 会えなくて寂しいです. We can say that, we don't say it. It's just a part of the English culture or the Western culture or the original expressions so what we are missing in our Japanese education system is to master the C zone. So that's my original concept.
Right. Thank you very much. That's also another very exciting area, and what makes EMW very distinct and unique, I think.
Yes.
So you often say C-zone is not just a method, but a philosophy. Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, C-zone itself is not a philosophy. EMW is a philosophy, kind of.
Right.
When we talk about English, like I explained, I don't consider myself as English teacher.
Mhm.
I want to change the education. The mission is, simply put, I want more people to be truly international minded. And to be truly international minded, you have to learn English in a correct way. That's the first step, I would say. And thereafter, you have to learn to respect the culture, respect history, respect understanding differences of cultures and stuff like that. You know, I'm calling all this like one package. You have to master to be truly international minded, and which I think is a sort of like a philosophy.
Mhm. All right. So, all right, okay, a question for you, Dr. Yushin.
Yes.
So, why do you think Japan's education system keeps producing students who can't speak English or who won't speak English?
That's a big issue, isn't it? Long issue. Simply, well, why it's wrong? It's pretty obvious that they're providing the wrong education. It's proven, like more than 100 million people graduate from Japanese schools and learn English but never able to speak. So it's proven wrong already. And it dates back to all the way to 170 years when the Commodore Perry came knock on our door. When Americans came, our scholars studied English. But the problem is we don't have the technology to record human voice. So when we hear American, the only way to keep that word is to write down in Japanese katakana. American became American, English became Igiris, stuff like that. And from that moment, we began learning English in a written format, reading and writing as the main part, and ignore the sound, ignore the listening and speaking, all the way till 1980s, where the cassette tape was popular, but the Ministry of Education didn't change the direction. And it's been 30 years since the internet has linked the world, and we can download sound freely anywhere from anywhere in the world, But we still keep the same, so we keep learning like Meiji era, and nobody's able to speak. It's really, really sad.
Yeah, I can tell that you are very driven by this educational issue.
Yes.
Yeah, I often find it such a shame that many Japanese people that I know actually can speak a certain level of English.
Yes.
And however there seems to be a real fear of making a mistake or not being perfect. They're really maybe the education focuses so much on the grammar and how it must be perfect in order to have yourself understood.
Right, right. It has a lot to do with our characteristics as well.
Hmm.
There are a lot of factors combined that become the obstacle for us to become an English speaker.
Hmm. Well, with that, I want to move on to my next question. But what's your vision for the future of English education in Japan?
Okay. First of all, the education have to change from day one. Once the education is corrected, it's fixed in the right way. Uh, Even if you learn from junior high school, 12 or 13 years old, all the way to graduation of high school, that's total of 6 years of English education. If you do it in the right way, I guarantee most of us can be fluent in terms of daily conversation. And that's not the goal. My goal, the EMW's goal is I consider ourselves as 令和の、松下村塾, where I consider these like 20 years as 幕末, as like end of Edo era. Because looking at the past 20 years, like I said, the country is going down little by little. And if we don't change anything, it's going to keep going down. And I don't want to see my country really go down when I become Oji-chan. So fix the English education, help people to be international minded, and some of them grow to be a business version of Shohei Ohtani, maybe a political version of Inoue Naoya, which is a world famous boxer. Like help grow more truly proud Japanese people that would elevate our status in the international arena. Maybe that's my dream come true or mission fulfill.
I love that. Sort of like, yeah, more Shohei Otanis and more people, yeah, and not just in the world of sport, but in politics and business and art, all of those things that
Yeah, yeah.
will help contribute to the country.
EMW 語学研究所は海外営業20年超、日英中トライリンガルの語学のプロが始めた全く新しいタイプの社会人向け自立型英語力育成サービスです。受講生は6ヶ月間語学のプロの指導のもと、英語スピーキング能力に特化した3本柱のトレーニングをこなしてもらいます。EMW が独自に開発した英語脳を作るシーズンプラクティス、月曜のビフォーと金曜のアフターを比べることで確実に能力が向上するビフォー&アフターシャドーイング、そして1分で相手を説得するプレゼン技術を養う1分英語プレゼン術の3本柱を6ヶ月間継続することで TOEIC そこそこ取れてるけどスピーキングがいまいちなあなたの英語力を根本から改善していきます。受講生の多くは早朝出勤前と隙間時間を合わせて1日1時間半程度の無理なく継続できる学習習慣を身につけています。受講費用は大手英語コーチングの半額以下。本物の語学のプロが独自の切り口であなたの悩みを解決しますので、受講生は本気の方のみでお願いします。概要欄のリンクから詳細内容をご確認ください。あなたにお会いできるのを楽しみにしています。
So I suppose, well, this next question might be kind of related, but I'll ask you anyway. So, but through EMW, what kind of society do you ultimately want to create or help create?
Right. Yeah, when you ask me that question, I don't want to copy somebody's words, but I think President Trump says it very good, make America great again, right? He says, I really want to make Japan great again. I want to make Japan great again because Japan and the US, especially after the war, America gave us a sort of like a helping hand to they're the one who destroyed us, and they're the one who helped us helping hand. And we kind of go together. And I think ever since maybe like 911, looking at America, looking at Japan, it's going down together kind of. So I know all the reasons. I want to make Japan great again, and what I can do is to fix the English education part and share my experience so that young kids, young generation can grow truly international minded.
All right, thanks. So next question. So have you ever felt discouraged or alone on this journey, and what kept you going?
Oh yeah. Yes and yes. 2 years ago, I quit my company and established EMW Tokyo. It's a big deal. It's a big decision to quit the company in the middle of 40s, It's like finishing your own career. And it's been 2 years. I studied everything by myself. I make my own movies. Most of my job, I never outsourced. I did it all myself. And I face a lot of technical issues. The biggest shock was obviously the YouTube channel I developed. I had 2,300 subscribers, which took me 1.5 years. And all of a sudden, with unclear reason, it got banned. Everything got was just vanished with no excuse, no mercy. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm still in the recovering process. But if it's not for EMW, I could have quit. If I did it only for monetary reason, I would have quit because it's so hard to redo everything. But I think for EMW, I think I have passion. It's more than money. It's the mission that was I feel it's given to me and I have to go through no matter what. How many times I got like knocked down. I won't quit. I won't quit. Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, well, you're definitely you've got your conviction and
Yes.
driven by your passion, and that's
Yes.
very admirable. Okay, what does language mean to you on a personal level?
Oh, that's a big. Well, language, um, the first foreign language was English, right? I still remember the moment, I liked English in the first place, even if it was the wrong education, I liked English. And I still remember the first time I talked with, I think it was an American person, and hi, nice to meet you. And when the person understood what I'm saying, what I learned at school, I could get the message across. I I felt happy. I felt really happy. It gave me joy. So the more happy I feel, the more I wanted to study more to further. And it came this far. And when I started learning Chinese, it's the same way. 你叫什么名字? What's your name? And this came across, and I studied further and further and further. And language study is definitely linked to culture linked to history. You go through everything, and it's an endless journey, and it really help you grow up as an international person. That's Everything started with language learning. For me to grow as a person, for me to grow as an international business person, everything started with language. So I have a huge gratitude for it.
Thank you. So, what message would you like to give to those who will join you in changing the world through EMW?
Yeah. We have right now business persons from their 20s to 40s who's willing to change their life through language learning. They are working hard from 6 o'clock in the morning. And for a person to keep a good habit, good morning habit continuously, I provide 6 month service, but many of them keep their habit after finishing my program and keeping this morning habit for years. This accumulated effort have a force to change one's life. It's beyond English, and I'm the proven example of that. I learned to speak English, learned to speak Chinese, and it changed my whole life. And I want more people, especially in the young generation, to do the same. I'm just a small version. I'm nobody, but I want to grow more people with even bigger talent to help grow more Shohei Ohtani. That's that's what I want to tell. That's my mission, and that's I'll probably do the rest of my life. Mm.
Right. Yeah, this early morning methodology of yours, I think it's and admirable for one, and also as you say, like it's about the habit building, and if you do it for years and years, and
Yes.
I believe that's also the way you acquired your English, and also now also your Chinese as well. It's
Yes.
right. Okay, I thought I could definitely take a leaf out of that book. Yeah, I thought while I was listening to what you said. Okay, so if you have to describe EMW in one word, what would it be?
In one word, EMW, East meets West. You have that concept to be truly international minded and help elevate Japan, make Japan great again, make Japan great again. Maybe that's it.
Understood. Thank you. So, right, okay. I think well, we're coming towards the end of our interview.
Yes.
So this is my last question.
Sure.
So, where do you see yourself and EMW 10 years from now?
I see. First of all, right now I am nobody. Very few people know me, and now you understand I'm very serious. I'm not just funny looking like Einstein fake. I'm doing this with a very deep mission in mind. And first of all, I want people to understand the correct approach to language learning and change their mindset. To me, people seem to be believing the sun is going around the earth still. It's actually the earth that's going around the sun. And change their mindset, and I gain support from people and maybe fame to a certain extent. I want to elevate my name to the extent that people take it for granted. I talk about the Ministry of Education, but actually, it's not just Japan who is learning language in the wrong way. As far as I see it, Japan, South Korea, China, they're doing it in a wrong way for the same reason, for the same historical reason. And I want to change that. And I want to spread that to South Korea, China, and maybe to speak in the TED, like TED conference, would be within 10 years. I think it's reachable through YouTube channels and everything, and expand my world, expand my friends network who shares these values, including you. Yeah, that makes me really happy. It's more than money.
Right. Well, thank you. It was a really fascinating journey into your philosophy and into your passion and motivation, and really appreciate it. And thanks for your time.
My pleasure, sir.
ビジネスマンの皆さん、実践的な英語を学びたいけどどうやって学んでいいのかわからない、なんとなくやり方はわかるけど継続ができないとお悩みではありませんか？私は英語、中国語を独学で習得した語学のプロとして、あなたがどこでつまずいているのかを手に取るように把握しています。語学というものは短期間で学べるものではなくて、正しく学んでも数年はかかるマラソンのようなものです。でもほとんどの皆さんはそのマラソンを走る方向を間違えているか、走り方を間違えているため、ゴールにたどり着ける人がめちゃくちゃ少ないのが現状です。おかげさまで日本人の最新英語力ランキングは世界92位。みんな何かがおかしいと思っているでしょう。そこで私は語学のプロとして本気で実践的なビジネス英語を学びたい方だけのために渾身の力を込めて50分の講義動画を完全無料で提供しています。これをちゃんと見て実行して継続さえすれば、あなたは実践的な英語力がつくことを私が保証いたします。興味のある方は概要欄のリンクからご予約ください。お待ちしております。